Hello and welcome to Mr. Game Review Show. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, hit the like button and put a comment below the video. Thank you so much. Jak and Daxter The Precursor Legacy, released for the PlayStation 2 in 2001 by Naughty Dog, is an iconic platformer that remains a fondly remembered classic. Here's an overview of its strengths and weaknesses. Strengths: 1. Seamless open-world environment. The game's world feels vibrant and alive. One of the standout features is its seamless transition between areas with no loading screens interrupting gameplay. This was revolutionary for its time and made exploration feel smooth and immersive. 2. Visuals and art style. For a PS2 title, Jak and Daxter pushed the boundaries of what the console could achieve. The colorful art direction, smooth animations, and diverse landscapes are still visually appealing today. 3. Fluid platforming and controls. The game excels in platforming mechanics, offering tight and responsive controls. Jak's jumps, rolls, and punches feel intuitive and satisfying, making traversal a joy. 4. Memorable characters. Jak is a silent protagonist, but his companion, Daxter, more than makes up for it with his snarky, humorous commentary. The chemistry between the two characters gives the game personality and charm. 5. Variety of gameplay. The game mixes platforming, puzzle solving, and light combat, ensuring that the gameplay rarely feels repetitive. There are also vehicle sections and plenty of collectibles to keep players engaged. 6. Story and world building. The precursor artifacts, mysterious ancient ruins, and the interplay between technology and magic create a rich world that beckons players to uncover its secrets. The story isn't overly complex, but serves as a solid foundation for the adventure. Weaknesses: 1. Lack of challenge in combat. While the platforming is satisfying, combat can feel a bit simplistic and lacks depth. Enemies aren't particularly difficult, and fights can sometimes feel more like an afterthought. 2. Repetitive collectathon elements. While finding precursor orbs and power cells is enjoyable, it can sometimes veer into repetitive territory, especially if you're aiming for 100% completion. 3. Short length. The game isn't particularly long, and seasoned players might find themselves completing it within 10 to 15 hours. Though it offers a solid experience, it leaves you wanting more by the end. Jak and Daxter The Precursor Legacy is a landmark platformer for the PS2, remembered for its seamless open world, engaging platforming mechanics, and lovable characters. While its combat and length may not stand up to modern standards, it's still a must-play for fans of the genre and a defining title of the PlayStation 2 era. The game laid the groundwork for the more ambitious sequels, but on its own, it's a beautifully crafted adventure that continues to stand the test of time. Mountain Pass Jak and Daxter is a giant legacy features a few boss fights, the more though they are relatively simple compared to other action him on a platform above a lava pit, and these boss encounters are spread throughout the game, avoiding usually rocks and using the environment to your advantage. You need to reflect back the boulders he throws to damage him. This fight adds some variety to the gameplay, but isn't too difficult once you learn the pattern. Lurker Shark Final Boss. The game's final boss is fought toward the end of the game, where Jak and Daxter confront the main antagonists, Gull and Maya, in the Citadel. The final battle isn't too complex and involves using eco-powers to destroy the precursor robot. This fight emphasizes the use of the environment and Jak's abilities, but is also not overly challenging. While these boss fights aren't particularly difficult, they serve as climactic moments in the game, adding to the overall experience. Boss battles in the Precursor Legacy are more about environmental challenges and pattern recognition rather than complex mechanics or intense combat. Jak and Daxter The Precursor Legacy is absolutely worth playing, especially if you enjoy platformers or have an appreciation for classic PlayStation 2 titles. If you're a fan of the PlayStation 2 era, this game is a must-play. It represents Naughty Dog's transition into 3D platforming excellence and offers a unique charm from that generation of games. The lack of loading screens between areas makes the world feel interconnected and alive, which was a technical marvel at the time. You can traverse different environments effortlessly, enhancing immersion. Daxter's humorous commentary and the overall dynamic between the characters make the adventure lighthearted and fun. It's a classic duo dynamic that adds to the story's enjoyment. If you missed it during its original release, Jak and Daxter has been remastered for modern consoles with better visuals and performance on systems like the PlayStation 4 and 5. This makes it an even more attractive option for players who want to experience a refined version of the game. Jak and Daxter The Precursor legacy remains one of the PS2's most beloved platformers. If you're a fan of the genre or want to experience a piece of gaming history, it's definitely worth playing. The gameplay is fun, the world is vibrant, and it has a charm that still holds up today.